Alright, so we are back at it, and it looks like the boogie immediately broke, so give me 1 second here. Try to figure out what's going on with that. There we go. Okay, we're alive again. Discord's just doing its weird thing that it does. Okay, anyways, what did we do last? That's right, we did Cassia's quest, and we found out that all of her family are basically stealing souls from the Drukhari. So I think that one's pretty much all done. Did I get everything in this part of the expanse? I think I did, because there's only 2. Yeah. Oh, let me do this. Your lordship, a monstrous storm has broken out on Janus. The apocalyptic anomalies are tearing our agri-world apart, and their epicenter is in the desecrated sector. Something must be done before the whole colony is destroyed. We have to find the source of this madness. The escort squad reports that the Emperor protects them this day. They advance through the desecrated sector with few casualties. Our people have reached the Xenos ruins that once served as either a palace or a gargantuan machine. They have encountered an extremely high concentration of spirits. It appears the spirits are fighting among themselves, with 2 particularly vivid ghostly figures among them. One of these prominent spirits radiates blue light and is seen to be clad in Eldari armor. The other is engulfed in purple flames and clad in a Xenos ceremonial raiment. They utterly sound reminiscent of Eldari speech, but any attempts to translate them have proved unsuccessful thus far. It is an old dialect from a time before the fall. Order your warriors to aid the spirit wreathed in blue. It fights for the Lilith's purity against the despicable sorcery. Even an echo of the spirit's voice is enough to understand that its cause is just. I could teach your people how to explain to the blue spirits that they are not their enemy. What does it matter what those spirits are babbling about? They both must be slain. Aid Fatir, turn to your warriors and inspire them to fight for their home to the very last. They've already made sacrifices to get this far. So remind them what those sacrifices were for. The scouts attacked, destroyed the purple spirits one after another. The blue phantoms recognized their new allies and did not harm them. Once the battle was over, the dignified spirits swathed in blue flames reached out to the scouts' thoughts, granting them visions. The planet, which was inhabited by Eldari prior to the fall, at some point became one of the many theaters of war between sensual excess, the dogma that reigned over the Xenos at the time, and ascetic self-restraint. The local ruler, Kessi, was enlightened and wise, susceptible to depravity, and his desire to transfer his soul to another form of existence. He created a mechanism that would let him take over the bodies and minds of all his people. One of the ruler's bodyguards, named Haoqian, rose against the tyrant and mortally wounded him, but he could not stop him from merging with the machine. Haoqian then gave his life to bind his own spirit to the device to continue fighting their end. This tragic conflict marked the end of all Eldari on the planet, but preserved an echo of their souls and those of their leaders. And we got a brand new sword for the person who doesn't use them. Then the spirits disappeared, but for how long? The bodies of the fallen and a strange relic discovered in the ruins were the only proof that, for a single day, Janus was once more engulfed in a war between long-fallen Xenos. And another sword for Cabela. Three provisions, -2 profit for 3 efficiency and 9 people. I think that's, yeah, that's worth it. Sacred flames, weapons. That sucks as an item. Why would I want to remove all bleeding, burning, or toxin effects from enemies? Just to give them 6 damage? That's not nearly enough. The rest of this is pretty solid. That's not a whole bunch of supply to get that much reputation. 5 heavy grenades. That's not useful. That might be. It's also apparently like our last thing to do on here besides Decree of Diligence. Five more mobile extractiums, plus 3 security. Complacency here is pretty low. Plus the amount of profit factor produced by the colony and the speed of projects. 5 mechanisms and logiston for 6 adamantine and 12 plasteel. I don't need the plasteel. Don't need to do that. 6 people for 12 promethium. Don't need to do that. 18 people, but that's just awful for both of those. Is that really all I have left here? Apparently. I think somebody wanted Captive Xenos done, but eh. We'll wait until both of those, well... Yeah, we'll do Earthbreaker just because I don't know if it'll trigger on another planet. The Lord Captain and his crew have lost track of how much time they have spent in the warp jump, the vessel itself, the groaning of the bulkheads, the Voxmaster's reports. It all happened so many times before and would happen yet again. No matter what occurred, the officers could not shake the feeling that they were running in circles, as if the voyage across the Sea of Souls would be eternal. Routine actions blended into grey nothingness and filled the crew's heart with anguish. Many members considered submitting to the mercy of the chaotic power outside. Days went by, but the navigator did not give the order to leave the Immaterium. Lord Captain's insight pierced through the mind-numbing haze. It appeared that the ship's astropass and the navigator had been sounding the alarm, but their message had been ignored. Their combined efforts finally broke the time loop and released the vessel from the Imperium's embrace. The warp never tires of its cruel mockery. I think that's 2 projects immediately being completed there. Yes, we will go fight whatever chaos is in the ship. Oh, we could go get Cabela her new sword. Dodge and parry. So that's got him pretty high. Enemies hit by this minus a 25 penalty to their weapon skill. Alright.
My wrongs shall befall you and reduce you to nothingness.
The Masters demand your death!
We got some Plague Bearers, some Cultists of Nurgle.
rejoice in service. The Emperor commands.
Looks like she could still do everything
As
she
the
normally
tenets
does.
of killing brings me no pleasure. A dance of blades and shadows.
Your end is nigh.
I am not your Xenos pet monkey. This tedium is beneath me.
Can you one-tap a plague bear? They are pretty tanky.
If I must. I am not your Xenos pet monkey.
You might be able to do it.
I understand
Try it
your
out.
intent. I deal death with my hands.
One and done.
Death to the weak. I serve the ruinous powers.
There is
Gas power.
only death, yours or mine. The shadows will see it done. I shall not fail.
Alright, so there are 4 people left, and they are 1, 2, 3. Where's 4? There's 4.
If I may. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Abelard, stop being poisoned. It's cringe.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
I will do my duty. It will be done. I took care of this one.
God, they have just gotten absolutely ridiculous.
Out of my way! Pain and duty go hand.
Damage is negligible. The All-Messiah knows all, comprehends all. Request approved. Running binary mathematics equation. Your life is an inevitable variable. Probability analysis successful.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. At your beck and one fewer target. Actions will speak louder than...
Alright. GG's.
The divine watch is over us.
Yet I
Not bad, not bad. Nice try, Chaos. Go to the system, Speculo. You can speculate on what's there. Yeah. Bottomless pit.
I shall endure everything with unshakable faith. Damage is negligible.
The songs of my ancestors
Just say,
speak of
could you guys
stars
done
long forgotten
being poisoned? Like
and
that was so
worlds
last
long gone.
universe or
What
galaxy.
a shame that you lack the capacity to understand even a single note.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
My house would be proud
Touch
of
the
me.
darkness and the darkness will accept you. Bright daylight cannot pierce the darkness lying over the slopes. The longer you look into its depth, the stronger the feeling grows that this darkness isn't just an absence of light. It's something immeasurably vast, endless, capable of reaching the farthest stars or swallowing a galaxy.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
The machine god grants me insight. Searching is my observance.
As it should be.
Surface cast countless scratches and you can discern someone. Ella! Oh my god, I've never flipped so badly. Someone began by scratching strange symbols but then effaced them, adding extra marks in line.
Watch your steps.
At the edge of your consciousness, you sense something slimy and intangible answering your invitation for contact. It seeps into your thoughts, tasting your emotions. Surprise and curiosity envelop you, but these feelings are not your own. The knots of bottomless pit. You subdued the pit is the achievement that just popped. You feel your way to the barely tangible edges of the entity's consciousness, separate it from yourself, and squeeze it until it's reduced to the size of a bead. The entity trembles, trying to break free of your mental grasp. Surprise, rage, elation, and fear replace one another. After a while, the entity stabilizes, but the moment you loosen your grip, it escapes, leaving behind a piece of itself in your mind. I taught that pit what's what.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Let's go fight. Report shows up on your personal cogitator screen. Unknown ships are towing the Interstellar Sextant, a cargo ship belonging to one of Footfall's wealthiest trader. It looks like the pirates have bitten off more than they can chew and have now been forced to drag the ship to a more secluded space where they can plunder it undisturbed. As soon as they see the escort ships charge into battle at once, while the captive sextant powers up its warp engines. Unless you interrupt the preparation for a jump, the cargo ship will forever vanish beyond the VLD material, along with all the riches it carries. I want stuff.
weapons be true and our resolve unbreakable.
Oh, 4.
Full speed ahead. Bring doom to our enemies. Unleash the power of our dance batteries.
Alright. I ain't mad about that.
Let the macro cannons sing their deadly litany.
Hey, Amistine, Heart of War. How's it going?
Deliver their demands.
Yeah, surrender. Alright, put some ships out. No. Come on.
Lock on and launch.
Alright, go here. Okay.
Show them the fury of our macro cannons.
Amethystine
Unleash
Art
the
of War.
power of our
Okay.
dance batteries.
Changing course, disengage. Let's live to fight another day. You're running on 1? How did I... No. Bye-bye. Nobody runs on 1. Oh, hell. Thanks for the raid. A lemur raid. I love it. Hi, everybody. How's it going? What game were you guys just playing?
Helmsman, navigate us to the designated coordinates. Let the macro cannons sing their deadly litany.
Perfect. I don't know if you know this or not, but I'm a fan of it myself, so that's great to hear. Thank you. I actually have a model in the midst, the V2 model, so that I can have like a fully functioning version of what you're looking at right now. So we're making upgrades bit by bit.
Unleash a barrage of destruction. The higher will has guided
Easy fight.
to triumph.
Pirates never stood a chance. Oh, thank you guys for the follows. Amistine Art of War. Absolutely. Unfortunately, the person that I got it from is very sought after, so I am looking at like August of 2025 before it's supposed to be completed, but I will... Okay. Thank you, Amethyst. It's actually my, my birthstone, so that's perfect. Thank you, Primarch Rage, for the follow. I appreciate that. It was a very specific thing because I used VGen. It was like, hey, just so you know, this is so far in advance that if there's a problem, you can't get a refund. Just so you know. Purple's my favorite color. I love purple. It's probably third for me, but yeah, absolutely top tier color. I do have the DLC. Cabela is by far the most broken companion that I've ever seen, and absolutely insane, and she immediately took a spot in my party. Absolutely love the Death Cult quest missions and stuff like that they gave. Yes, her stuff is, it's insane. Like, I've had entire fights where it's just her working. Like, I just literally say, Cabela, go kill people, and then like 14 turns to 2. Like, she just can move so much around the field that it's insane. So my V2 guy is literally going to be basically what you're looking at now, but full model. He's going to have more stuff attached to him, and even some like eldritch tentacles wrapped around the body and stuff like that. I'm very excited for it, but that's what that's going to be. As for the class, I'm a psyker, although I gotta tell you, I use so much of my officer archetype that I barely tap into the psyker stuff. Like, I just give extra turns to Cabela and Yurliet and just let them run wild. Like, those two alone just do so much work in every fight. Yeah. I started out dogmatic, and I don't know if maybe you would like agree with this, but like, sometimes dogmatic is just like the dumbest option that could possibly be made by a character in any sort of RPG, so I've been kind of swapping to like Iconoclast for a lot of the stuff. Like, dogmatic started out being like, yeah, for the Emperor, that makes sense, that's in theme with the universe, and then it's literally like every other turn. Yeah. Iconoclast is very much a like, for the people, like, we are in this struggle together group, and I think it works well in this sort of setting. Have you ever tried a Heretic playthrough? I'm going to start one. You gotta let me know how that works. I don't know how you keep half this group together as a Heretic. Like, Abelard is ride or die, but even then I'd have to imagine, yeah, I was gonna say, there's just no way you keep. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. The ruins of an ancient imperial city were discovered on a dead world, completely deprived of an ecosystem. According to the reports, the entire settlement is contained in a titanic glass dome that once held an artificial atmosphere. Your augurs detected the framework of 3 other similar structures that were never completed. For whatever reason, the dome systems failed and left behind in this city a ghost that never managed to become a proper colony of the Imperium. Oh, some holy gifts. Those are great. Yeah, I can see Adira sticking around. Cassia, yeah, she doesn't seem to be like heavily into it as long as you're not like true awful. Jay, yeah. I just got to the part where Jay is like, hey, my name's not Jay, and I'm not, or you find out her name's not Jay, and she's not fancy, and it's not real, and you're like, oh, okay. The temple district is situated at the heart of the city. The God Emperor statue, intricately carved from precious crystal, is suspended beneath the dome. Yeah, I haven't used her. I think I used her for like one campaign quest, but she's not like... Yeah. Just waiting in line at the DMV is part of her quest line, and you're just like, this is really how we're starting this off, huh? The God Emperor statue, intricately carved from precious crystal, is suspended beneath the dome, supported by chains of gold, and can be seen from anywhere in the colony. I think there might be a bug. It's on Dargonis is where the place goes. I think once you activate, it creates a landing pad for the Administratum that you have to go to. I went too far forward, and I guess I failed that quest, so I don't know anything past that. Yeah, the seals are where I apparently screwed up. I went to Kamarog, and that auto-fails that quest line. So if I play again, I'll have to try to catch her on the next one, but at the moment, I think she's kind of like locked out for me. Inspired by a majestic sight, the expedition members set off to explore the area with renewed vigor. Soon enough, they stumbled upon an ancient weapon lying on a pedestal wreathed in sunlight. The expedition brought it back to the ship and told many tales about how the Emperor himself, who had been watching them from above, had directed their attention to the sacred relic. This seems like if you click on the stuff, you get things from it. 1 profit factor. Lavishly decorated estate of the local rulers towers over rows of featureless bunkhouses. Several explorers perished from the cleverly hidden tripwires in the courtyard, but after losing their companions, the team easily disarmed the remaining traps in the estate. Anything of value has been promptly delivered to the rogue trader's vessel. The Lord Captain was even given an exquisite sword found in the secret stash that once belonged to the mansion's owner. Yeah, no worries. If you got a raid and run and you got stuff to take care of, you do you. Absolutely. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. A lavishly decorated estate of the Gosword Aldari weapon? Yeah, that's not going to anybody. Some stuff. Your people flooded the city like a tidal wave, filled building after building, bunkhouse after bunkhouse, and receded from its quiet streets just as quickly. There are plenty of useful things among their findings, including foodstuffs and weapons. Alright, we're just gonna drain this place dry apparently. It takes several trips to deliver the massive Prometheum storage tanks to your vessel. The crew grimly points out the colony was running out of fuel. Had the life support systems not failed prematurely, the locals would still have perished due to lack of energy. Now, this was a dead place to begin with. So many extractiums, I might as well collect the supplies. Plus the complacency or the efficiency is so high across my planets that each one, even if it's like 2, jumps up by like 6, so. Offering up prayers to the machine god, the augur operators turned their blessed optics to the very epicenter of the raging magnetic storm. In spite of the thick haze of static covering the augur pick-phasers, something unexpected appeared. The augur crew detected signs of life under the planet's surface. There in the caves is a man-made complex. According to the ship's archives, this world is uninhabitable and devoid of useful resources, so the presence of someone's space seems intriguing. The enforcers disembarked next to a suspicious cave. The entrance to the cave turned out to be blocked by a massive plasteel door. Once pierced by a melta charge, they shoddily patched up. With an ambush Within, an ambush awaited your team. Attackers with emaciated bodies pounced from the darkness without warning. The enforcers of the Von Valancius dynasty reacted with lightning speed. They walked away from the vicious battle, not only victorious, but having captured the enemy commander. Thank you, Cassia, for your extreme awareness. While a shuttle brought a prisoner aboard the Lord Captain's void ship, scouts searched the base and found vast halls, the walls of which were dotted with cryovaults. All but one were disabled and contained the remains of some prominent people, judging by their clothes. The last cryovault was opened and stood empty. Alright, we got some trophies. In addition, a curious machine was destroyed during battle, as further inspection would show this was the very contraption responsible for creating the magnetic storms blanketing the planet, concealing the cemetery from prying eyes. Its machine spirit extinguished forever, Tech Free still managed to extract those parts that still held value. Under torture, the bastard confessed to belonging to the cult of St. Drusus. He and his brothers and sisters were tasked with guarding the strange cemetery and preventing anyone from entering. He equally could not hide that the unfortunate inhabitants of the cryovaults were killed by his people. Alas, that was his last confession, as a harsh interrogation finally took its toll. I guess I could go to football and talk to Hieronymus about why his people are guarding this weird world with cemeteries of people that they killed. Scan. Okay. Okay, so I can make a jump to a place now. Warp Terror split open the storage decks and a whole pack of daemons has burst through. Oh, yeah. We'll just fight that. That's really not a problem. Even at, like, the deadly difficulty. Oh, we got some Zinch, some Screamers.
Let us walk this path to the end. My faith is my shield.
I align my path with yours, for now. If it serves your cause.
Look upon the Emperor's
There we go.
faithful and tremble.
Alright. Cavella, up here. Abelard, right there. Juliet there. Pascal, right there. Cassia. And me.
And so it shall be done. Rejoice
Boost
in
resolve.
service.
Boost temporary
The
wounds.
Emperor commands.
And finally give you that free turn.
I bring mercy and retribution. Trust me. As the tenants.
Did 43 damage.
Trust me, my blade whispers your name. Let your soul be purged.
All right. Don't swing on her. See, you shouldn't have done that. Don't swing on her. Oh, we got quite a bit of pink cores. You're gonna get some exercise today. Stretch out their legs.
If I must.
Alright. Juliet, can you kill that on one eye? I think you can.
This tedium is beneath me. I understand your intent. I am
Got a little
not
bit too
your
much
Xenos
armor.
pet. No weakness is hidden from my sight.
So close.
Brace yourself, Avalon!
Yeah, I don't know where you thought you were gonna go with that one. Alright, now time for her turn. Start with this.
Honor or death is a blessing. The shadows
these.
blade whispers your name. Let
That
your
should kill
soul
off
be
that.
purged. Come, the other side awaits. I shall
These.
not. My blade whispers your name. As honor or killing brings me no pleasure. An offering of blood. As the tenants demand. Trust me.
Over here. Nope.
The undying Emperor whispers his will. Death is a blessing. I shall not fail. Let your soul be purged.
When does her turn end?
Trust
It
me.
never does. It just never
The other side
ends.
awaits. Killing brings me no pleasure. As the tenants demand. Come, the other side awaits.
Alright, so that was 2 pink cores, a screamer.
Death
Another
is a
2 pink
blessing.
cores, a third one. All their blues.
As
Yeah.
honor ordains.
And now we watch the rewinds. Because this is the most unfair character in this entire series.
Aim for the heart next time.
That's good enough.
Just a minor setback.
Alright. Boost it up.
Me,
Self.
if you insist, Lord Captain.
Boost it up again. I'd hit
If I
kill a
may.
pink horror.
In the
Give
name
Avalar
of
to
House
turn.
Orselio, I shall prevail.
Indeed. The more the better. Victory is imminent. At your beck and call. I took care of this one.
Not even a problem.
I've suffered worse.
Alright. Let's see what this Siege of Euphrates 2 is. Start off with the pirate fight. Facing several Eldari scouts, the Xenos are in no hurry to attack, and time seems to have slowed down. One wrong move and carnage will ensue. Gilead's speech is met with a torrent of Eldari abuse as too much for even the rogue trader's elucidator. The Xenos accuse her of betraying your kind by conspiring with the Monkey and unceremoniously cut the connection. Yet the ships are no longer blocking the way. No, they just wanted to yell at her for a moment. Celestial body holds 0 interest. How much do I get from 1? I got 2. Two got me 3. Nothing there. Cognizant Fleet Tech Squadron. Lord Captain, our augurs have detected active combat operations in the orbit and on the surface of Euphrates 2. We tried to contact the explorators on the flagship of the Cognizant Fleet, coordinating the siege, but received a strongly worded demand not to interfere under a threat of armed retaliation. The world is besieged by a squadron of the Cognizant's fleet, supported by a joint armada of vessels from across the entire expanse. Among the latter, we are registering vessels recruited by the Lord Inquisitor to defend the sector. They are opposed by the Final Dawn scum, led by the blasphemous traitor for the ranks of the Word-Bearers. The Sacred Forge world has always been closed off to the lay people. I believe that it is the only at the threat of having it utterly corrupted by the ruinous powers that the explorators have begrudgingly accepted their profane allies setting foot in their blessed world. We are detecting parity between the forces as both parties employ conservative strategies with the aim of gradually achieving positional superiority. Tactical prognosis suggests that this impasse will persist for a while longer. Your action is the result of reasonable wariness, your lordship. The agent network of the Cult of the Final Dawn spans entire worlds and has proven its effectiveness time and again. I presume the tech priests are afraid of letting a treacherous vessel into their combat ranks. I must have to come back here at some point. For it to just be like, no play. One second here. Okay. Sorry, just messing with some stuff on OBS there. Another duck fight with demons. Oh, everybody leveled up. Make use of cover. Oh, we already know that. Take a drink real quick. Alright. Level everybody up before the fight. I don't think I do have staves. Let me double check. Yeah. Okay. Just a flat plus 15 we'll take. And then... now. Oh. really don't make use of my zones enough. Enforced rolls by kill zone. That sounds fine. Oh, that's right. No. %5 of their dodge. That's just probably a flat 5% extra crit for her, but I think her dodge is like 150%. But that will work for our sniper. Abelard. That could be good. To start Vanguard's turn before their temporary wounds are lost. Number of temporary wounds strength for 1 round. No. Good. All right, now you. I will actually give you that too, because you and Abelard can do some crazy work with 2 extra action points. That's for allies? Yeah, that's not important. That'll do. I don't even think you have good dodge. I don't think that'd be... That could be good. Huh, we'll try that out. I don't really use, just so kind of you guys know, I don't really use Pascal for his melee, as you may have seen. A lot of his stuff is really just for sniping. Like, he's just another sniper with Juliet. Grants our allies a stacking bonus to armor pen. Yeah, we'll go with that. No targets push. No. That one. She gives extra turns as well. Yeah, sure. More armor to whoever she buffs. Alright. Fight time.
Know your duty.
Corn!
My wrath shall befall you and reduce you to nothingness.
All of you will bleed!
I was gonna say, Corn would love Cabela. Horn would stand up and cheer every time Cavella took a turn. Fiend of Vivo 6.
I will not be deterred.
Boost
And
her up.
so shall it be done. Rejoice in service. Actions will speak louder than words.
There.
Caught by the web. Trust me. Come. The other side awaits. Death is a blessing. I shall not come. The other side awaits. Let the blood of the wicked be shed as thou hast willed.
And even bloodletters.
Killing brings me no pleasure. Come, the other side awaits.
And
The
rewind
shadows will
time.
see it done.
I wish I could speed this up. We'll call that a good first turn. Wait, can she get him too?
As the tenants demand. Killing
Yep.
brings me no pleasure.
How many more jumps do you have in you? Oh. She's out. She got one. We'll keep that. How do you shoot your own guy that close?
If it serves your cause. This tedium is beneath me. I am not your Xenos pet monkey.
I really wish I could change their voice lines. I don't like how
understand your intent.
this far into the relationship with Yirliat, that's still one of the ones she picks
I am not your
consistently. Just get rid of
My
it.
heart sings with the thrill of battle. Hear you moving no more.
Alright, now time for Cavella's actual turn.
I will leave footprints of scarlet. As honor ordains. I shall not succumb. The other side awaits. Killing brings me no pleasure.
Rewind time. What? She didn't do it. Oh.
I am your blade.
Thank God she has so much
and shield.
movement, she could just go back.
Death is a blessing.
85 and 90 on single strikes.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Collect everything that they give us. Visit. Oh, we got some planets here. Prometheum? Sure. Ice worlds. The last ice world we were on was because the star had been taken.
I sense something nearby.
Wow, just starting out with that, huh?
I feel nothing. Fear nothing.
Your seneschal
Really?
is always there for you. This wound will make a fine scar.
Though I gave thee my blood and my pain, thou hast ordained that I shall live.
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
Literally wrenched off but unscrewed from his body.
The Emperor gave me a vision.
We got some
Just as
rogue
your
servitors. Oh, Chaos Marines.
Purge this heresy from existence.
Unto the devout shall the sacrifice be given.
Ooh, that is a big boy. All right, we have the makings of a real fight here. Right there. Just casually throw a little Hellbrute.
And so it shall be done. I will not be deterred.
Cabela, go fight the scary man.
The shadows will my blade whispers your name. As the tenets demand.
Well, a few times you're actually going to say right where you are.
Soul be purged. I shall my blade whispers your name.
I'm going to start putting down actual
Rejoice in service.
combat zones for buffs.
And so shall it be done. The Emperor commands.
Oh, another Chaos Marine. Okay. Let's do this.
This tedium is beneath me. If I must.
Chaos guides me.
Oh no, you guys don't need to come down. What? The cultists are shooting the Hellbrute?
Out of my way.
But why?
Ability has been exposed.
Someone just hit the ground.
Oh! Holy shit!
The shadows will see
Get the
it
fuck
all.
out of the streets!
A dance of blades and shadows.
They're both Abelard and my main character down in one gutting shots.
Trust me. As the tenets demand. Trust me. Let your soul be purged, caught by the web.
Oh, they kicked her.
Me,
Pascal.
if you insist, Lord Captain. Isn't this a job
They
for the
shot me
serfs?
down in the middle of the street.
Explorers know one route. Forward. My competences are not that universal. The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
What is that effect? He's just gonna keep getting stronger.
The omniscient combat is an equation. Your life is a negligible variable. Rest approved.
Okay. We're gonna get behind that. You can't hit anybody. So give your bonus to Yearliette.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
Oh, another Marine. So we got 3 Chaos Marines, a Hellbrute, and like 12 cultists.
Running binaric override. Request approved. The omniscient knows all, comprehends all.
Right.
Probability analysis successful. Running binaric override. I venerate you, machine spirits.
She dodged an attack while she was prone.
I deal death with my hands. I am not your Xenos pet monkey. I understand your intent. I am not your Xenos pet monkey.
Right?
This tedium is beneath me.
You did not miss. You missed? She wants me to lose.
If it serves your cause.
She wants me to lose. That's what she's. That's the only way you can explain that, is that she wants me to lose. They're at least doing more than 1 damage. Although I have a feeling I need to kill them soon.
Of my way.
There goes Pascal.
My reckoning will be swift. Another color has faded. I am a navigator, not a servant.
Death to non-believers!
Okay. Start
The shadows will see it done.
at this. One of these.
Trust me. I shall not fail. My blade whispers your name. Come, the other side awaits.
You know what's crazy? I still think I might be able to win this with just her.
Trust me.
Don't quote me on that.
Death to the weak!
Crush the feeble.
I serve the
It all
ruling
depends on
powers.
if the Hellbrute gets to shoot this time. He did not.
I bring mercy and retribution. The shadows will let thy blade be drenched in blood, and thy blessing flow through my veins. Killing brings me no pleasure, as honor ordained death is a blessing. As the tenets demand, killing brings me no pleasure. Trust me. As honor ordains, death is a blessing. Trust me. I feel nothing. Fear
Oh,
nothing.
don't fall down.
Chaos guides me.
Yeah, you guys keep shooting the Hellbrute. I need her.
I will not die in dishonor.
To not fall down. That's what I needed her to do.
An offering of blood.
He's literally just seeing her to death now. Fuck.
Gives us strength.
Okay. Take two.
None are better at searching.
Error. Making adjustments.
Just as I was taught.
We shall
Watch your
reclaim
steps.
what is rightfully ours.
I do what I must.
Let us see what I found.
The Vizier. Would he be proud? Am I?
I will cast you into eternal darkness.
We bear the word of truth.
Rejoice in service.
Bevo 6 did get hit by some word bearers at one point. I wonder if this has anything to do with that. I know these are horns, but...
I shall not fail. As the tenants demand. The shadows will see it done.
I will not be deterred. Actions will speak louder than words. And so it shall be done.
Still on the first time.
Final way. Aim for the heart next time.
Death to the weak.
Ridiculous. Alright.
Death comes in silence. The undying Emperor whispers his will.
Let's try getting rid of these guys.
Awaits. Death is a blessing. Killing brings me no pleasure.
Low momentum.
Yeah, I'll say we have
As
some
honor
low momentum.
ordains. Death is a blessing.
Alright, come on.
I shall not fail. As the tenants do. No.
Just designate a target. I am not your Xenos pet monkey. If I must. I understand your intent. This tedium is beneath me. If it serves your cause. If I must.
There we go. Come on.
I serve the ruinous powers.
Step aside. The navigator is coming. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
It will be done. I will do my duty.
Get buffed up, Abelard. Last time you were gunned down in the middle of the street.
Target well struck. At your beck and call.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Good 233.
Scriptural prognosis is favorable. Request approved. Running binary.
100 points of damage.
My vow is to serve.
Put these down. If you survive the next turn, you should get some nice buffs.
Favorable.
Work. Defense.
Victory is
Valkyrie.
imminent. At your beck and call. It will be done.
Nope, get that out of my face.
I will do my one fewer target.
Yep.
It will be done.
Get over here.
You should have fought back.
Not the person I thought was gonna take the hits of that, but
Trust me. The shadows will see it done.
no.
I shall not fail. As honor ordains.
I move as if unseen. I understand your intent. This tedium is beneath me. I am not your Xenos pet, monkey. If I must.
The first time I really had to use so many desperate
understand your
measures.
intent. If it serves your cause.
254.
Pay with your blood in the name of Kaela Mensha Kane! Ancestors guide me!
Another 130. Get down to cover. And they're just pairing each other's attacks.
Out of my way!
So that's 400. Oh, come on. I really need her to survive one of these powerful kicks and stop getting DC'd to death.
Running binaric override.
Okay.
The Omniscient knows all. Vulnerability analysis successful.
Down to 210.
Victory is imminent. It will be done.
Come on, Abelard. What's the matter? The -5 to everything. What are you shooting at now?
If this is my death, may my blood be an early sacrifice.
Okay, that is a decision.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey. If I must. I understand your intent.
Oh, come on.
This
Hit the
tedium is
shot.
beneath me.
You gotta be kidding me. 95% chance and you miss on him?
Death
Oh my god.
whispers my name.
Request approved.
All for him.
At your beck and call. Indeed. It will be done. I will do my duty. At your beck and call.
Yeah, sure. Shoot him.
I've suffered worse.
I move swiftly to strike.
Come on.
If it serves your cause. If I must. I am not your Xenos pet.
This is literally the
monkey.
one thing you do.
If it serves your cause. I understand your intent. Fortune favors the swift.
115. Yes, break free from the loop. Come on, Pascal.
Binary
Yes.
successfully terminated.
Look at what that did for the freaking momentum.
It will be done. I took care of this one.
I am your blade and shield. Trust me. Killing brings me no pleasure.
What a bitch. There better be a planet in here. Pair of vengeance and boots. Every time the wearer uses major psychic power, all enemies in line of sight lose 30% their deflection.
I have always desired only respect, not fear. It is good to know that my efforts have not been in vain. Thank you for telling me.
The pulpit is almost intact. It was no doubt fiercely defended. Nearby lies the body of the preacher. It was from there that he recited his last prayer.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Right. This makes me feel a little bit better, but honestly, this stuff is not that valuable, it looks like.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Okay. Get me the hell off this planet. Too fast deal? Yeah. Two-class steel. Okay. That's it here. It's the fight of your life. Your fire flame consumed the provisions in an instant, much faster than anyone expected. The cruisers rang with the faint shriek, and the scorched stores vanished without so much as a trace of ash. The vessel's ecclesiarchs consecrated the compartment with holy signs, but the rest of the voidsmen decided that the contamination has been nothing more than an illusion. Admiral Triumph, voyage of the Casablancan ship. I forgot to hit chart new routes. Well, we should be able to hit it on our way out. Pirates!
We shall strike down all who stand in our way.
Take a quick drink. Stop shooting my frigate.
the power of our lance batteries.
Where are you going? Who clicked there?
Show them the fury of our macro cannons.
I should just said I'm gonna do my own thing.
Full speed ahead. Bring doom to our enemies. Send our enemies to the void!
And you're done.
We have purified the battlefield of the enemy's taint.
Get the planet. Here, cartographers and chroniclers knew this place well. Long ago, the planet was a prosperous outpost capable of eclipsing even football. There used to be a Cyclopean tomb stationed on its orbit. The final resting place of Cornelius Soto, one of the discoverers of the Coronis expanse. The tomb gave its name to the entire system. However, about 400 years ago, an unknown cosmic body rammed into the station, causing it to collapse onto the planet. Not only did the catastrophe kill the settlers, it also made the world uninhabitable for centuries. The crater formed by the station's impact could still be observed from orbit. Soto's tomb became a sepulcher for the entire planet. Fuel. The gigantic asteroid surface is densely sown with craters and pits leading into deep caves. Augurs indicate that the asteroid consists of layers characterized by strange heterogeneity. There's a high probability of finding valuable resources inside the stone. They could be extracted by sending an exploration team deep into the tangled tunnels. With the help of the massive drill, the exploration team penetrates into the cavernous depths. The squad reports that their auspexes have detected meager reservations of a substance used in the synthesis of plasteel in the rock. Their excavation will take time and significant effort. The equipment struggles with the unexpected hardiness of the rock, but after 3 watches, the squad manages to set up enough mobile extractiums to cover the coveted material. The noise and vibration caused by the instruments have disturbed strange currents inside the asteroid. A transparent, viscous substance streams down from the porous walls of the cavern, slowly filling the caves. The squad's auspexes raise the alarm, but prolonged sandy storms will undoubtedly result in the toxic liquid destroying the gear and equipment. Despite this, the explorers suggest blocking the livelier streams in order to leave them with enough time to fill several canisters with the strange substance. Later, the Magi alchemies will no doubt be able to synthesize many useful chemicals from it. Long hours are spent carefully preparing for the collection of material and mapping the caves to this part of the asteroid, carefully observing the flows of strange liquids. The squad succeeds in gathering several canisters of the substance while preventing any floods. While some soldiers return to carry the prize back to the surface, the rest continue moving toward the asteroid's heart. The explorers eventually reach the dry, surprisingly large cavern. A minute of rest is interrupted by a terrifying scream. The squad is under attack. The tunnel's arches collapse, turning into nightmarish monsters resembling both worms and spiders. The beasts rush forward, yearning to tear apart the intruders who disturb their rest. The gigantic horrors attack relentlessly, their powerful mandibles turning soldiers' bodies into a bloody paste, but nothing can withstand the purifying light of flamers. Intrigued by the encounter with new xenoform, the explorers notice that their tough carapaces conceal meat, both extraordinarily nutritious and surprisingly tasty. Without a doubt, future hunts for these creatures could feed a significant number of people. The endless caverns eventually lead the explorers to the very center of the asteroid, where they are met with a yawning cavity of unimaginable size. The giant rocks turns out to be housing the curved, sheepless buildings of an unknown xeno race. Fragile, but as if out of sand. An intriguing find waits the squad in the long-dead city. Uncountable quantities of ugly totems made from crystal phlogiston are built into the walls of the most twisted buildings. With each crystal effortlessly removed from the dilapidated sand walls, entire blocks of the city collapse. It does not take long for the cavity inside the asteroid to fill with the thick, dusty fog. Further recovery of the phlogiston from the crumbling ruins will take more time. Oh. Might have chose the wrong one. Ordeal. Plus 15 bonus to commerce. The Ecclesiarch mission on board the void ship held sermons in every corner of the haunted chamber. The many voiced chants and holy rituals manifested their power, and the daemons skulking in the cracks vanished without a chase. The crew was cheered, and they praised the God Emperor for his protection. That's what I do. Give me one brief moment. Got a message over here, I think, from my wife. All right. And there we go. Let's see here. Some more adamantine, don't really need. Small human dwelling stands on the barren, deserted planet. Scouts report that an old hermit lives there who spends his day in prayer to the Emperor. To the Lord Captain's surprise, the old hermit turned out to be a navigator. When the old man discovered the noble status of his visitor, he willingly recounted his tale. He had retreated from this planet long ago, back when he was still in his youth, after he had realized that his mind would not withstand frequent forays into Materium, the realm of the archenemy. The hermit spoke with pride about how he had worshipped the Emperor each and every moment of his life, but when he mentioned the golden light of the Astronomicon, his voice quivered. When his guest left, he stared at them for a long time, his gaze filled with sadness. Poor guy. But it's pretty cool being a navigator. To have like a more like physical like appearance of the Emperor every time you jump into the Immaterium.
The Divine watches over us.
Fortune smiles on us, an ill omen.
Interesting. Our ship is more haunted than usual.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Insight.
Okay, we got an electric field here. Pascal, fix it.
This explorer tool is blessed with
That's
multifunctionality.
because of supernatural origin. Notice you didn't fix it.
Let us walk this path to the end.
An unworthy soul.
I'm at your service. Let's patch you up.
You have offered me another chance.
Let me help.
I must. Thank you.
This wound will make a fine scar.
Your technology is limited, but I am grateful.
How do I fix that?
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Keep a sharp eye.
Well, I'm glad you dodged it. Minus 10 penalty to perception for all attacks made against the wearer and to all enemies in a 2-cell radius from the wearer. Okay. But don't look at me, helmet.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Main computing cathedral. The tech priest blesses himself with the protective symbol, his hand visibly shaking. Shield us, O machine god, from the evil that has taken hold of your temple. Save us, preserve us from the corruption, show us the way. Sacred metal that bars our path is weakened. Let us appeal to the machine spirit of one of the generators so the metal may drink from its blessed energy. There should be one hidden somewhere in this module. An offering will appease the machine, but take heed, the metal of this place harbors something sinister. The door and the entire adjacent section of the bay have no power. There must be a backup generator somewhere nearby. Once you turn it on, you should be able to proceed. Is that the one I turned on, or did I go out of order?
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Oh, that was just for the door.
Lannisters recited.
Oh, okay. When Warhammer goes spooky.
Accomplished.
Noticeable signs of warp activity here. The blood spectacle you witnessed may have been a simple illusion or a vision of the past or future.
Know your duty.
Scraps of skin and broken nails and teeth are stuck into ragged grooves on the bulkhead. Cursed flesh, you betray me. I am drowning in the mire of flesh and sinew, but my spirit longs for the perfection of the machine. Tech comrade, you are in need of a ritual protocol of repair. We will mend you. I don't think he wants to be fixed. Yes, we will mend you. And I mean, to be fair, when something electronic breaks, sometimes a smack does fix it. A smack.
You replaced your body with iron, but greed cannot be cured with cold metal. Stop looking at my gear with such avarice, monkey.
I have no intention of taking it, only of studying the unnatural perversions to which you have subjected the gift of technology.
This seems like an appropriate conversation to have right now.
None are better at searching.
Whisper and be heard. Just as he ordained. A bitter end.
Nope, that's not what I wanted to have happen.
Operation successful.
Guys, we're plus 10 weapon skill and plus 5 strength. Wait, less damage to hit more? He does sometimes have an issue with that. Try it out.
There is only death. Yours or mine.
Stay faithful and you will be rewarded.
No! These
Oh, get out of the
rushes
freaking
are
poison.
choking me! Do you require an audience?
Watching the lazy handle sacred technology breaks my heart.
House Orcelio thanks you.
My frail organics required it.
Gotta fix everybody up.
Integrity factor increased. System shutdown is premature.
Do you
Flesh is
think
weak.
my body was suffering?
Yeah.
Initiating bioreformation protocol.
I'm grateful.
You are authorized.
You
We are the spearhead of the Imperium.
No, that went over.
I'm listening.
Hey. Valid value.
The dead know nothing, and neither do the ignorant.
4,
Ready for data input.
6. So is this 2? Yes, that's 4. That's 7. That's 5.
What torments you?
6. 10. Alright. Who says we can't do puzzles?
Data presentation is terminated. My frail organics require this.
The medkit.
The machine code grants insight.
More spookies. Okay.
I do what I must.
I need to look closer.
Watch out. Blood is my life. Death is my duty. Follow my steps, just as I was taught.
Alright. Ooh, the priests are gone. There we are. Hi guys.
Before the faithful.
Oh, not friends anymore?
The Emperor commands. And so shall it be done.
As the tenets. Trust me. That is a blessing.
Okay.
The shadows will see it done. Trust me, my blade whispers your name.
I dodged it just to get avalanche shot.
A crippled in body than corrupt in mind.
Will you stop throwing grenades?
Killing brings me no pleasure. Let your soul be purged.
Oh, we even have some Skitaris.
If it serves your cause. If I must. if it serves your cause. I am not your Xenos pet monkey. No weakness is hidden from my sight.
Yeah, good luck with that. A Herald of Corruption.
I will leave footprints of scarlet. I shall not fail. Trust me. The shadows will see it done. As honor, killing brings me no pleasure.
That's not what I meant to do, but...
My blade whispers your name. Let your soul be purged. I shall not fail.
Right.
Me? If I may? Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Another soul slips beyond the veil.
No, I don't have to shoot the speakers. What was that sniper? Was it good or was it just sniper? No. It was not good.
Let us walk this path to the end.
Those are the same. And shitty armor. Okay.
The shadows reveal their secrets. The web serves. Just as he ordained.
Somebody turned on some traps after I left. That's rather rude. Now we got more fight.
The impure cannot escape their fate.
Right.
Rejoice in service. Actions will speak louder than words. I will not be deterred.
My blade whispers your
I'm gonna
name.
get rid of the Mad Magos
Trust
first.
me. Let your soul be purged. Come, the other side awaits.
Perfect.
My blade whispers your name. As honor ordains, let your soul be purged. Trust me, my blade with death is a blessing. As the tenets demand. Trust me, killing brings me no pleasure. As honor ordains, death is a blessing. Come, the other side awaits. Let not the righteous be. May their blades be sharp.
Bella, just
Death
wrap it
is
up.
a blessing. This goes against the tenets. Killing brings me no pleasure. Trust me.
Ah, just out of range of the last one.
I approach the designated position. I deal death with my hands.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet. I am a navigator, not a servitor. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. Try to die with grace, at least.
Easy.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Watch your steps.
Fortune smiles on us, an ill omen. The Vizier, would he be proud? Am I? Just as I was taught.
Keep a sharp eye.
I do what I must. Watch out. I see what others do not.
What torments you?
No sleep, no rest. Only duty, only death. Just as he ordained. The Vizier, would he be proud? Am I?
Restore power. The main computing cathedral. From the rage of the beast, iron protects us. The air in the room is permeated by a wild mixture of miasmas of both mechanical and biological origin. Blood, rust, vomit, machine oil, excrement, kerosene. All these smells blend together in such a thick stench that it almost feels palpable. Just as the air here is one mad tangle of odors, the device in front of you is a mishmash of wriggling wires and transparent lantern fragments. In all the clutter, one could almost miss the main component, a heavily augmented man, whose upper body is embedded into the frame of the machine, dozens of wires piercing his flesh. Yerlet Keen's eyes are the first to make out the human being amidst the jumble of wires, and she stiffens in shock and disgust. Your knowledge is lacking, Invader. These are secret Holian symbols imparted to us by the Omnissiah. How else would my tech comrades have survived if not for their protection? So many of us were devoured by evil. The man's eyes clear for a moment. They still lack understanding, but there's a hint of surprise. He slowly looks around the room at the exact priest, at his own mangled body. His voice hisses as if he is struggling to say something. Suddenly, the mingled stench in the room is drowned out by the sharp, piercing smell of ozone and grease. You sense that the nauseating atmosphere that prevailed in the room has condensed into a single point of evil in the depths of the ship and is now hurling toward you. Ah! We fought one of these on Kava. I think 2 of these on Kava.
I will cast you into eternal darkness.
Yeah.
Rejoice in service. And so shall it be done.
The shadows will slay your soul. Purged.
Ah.
As honor or death. Caught by the web. Let your soul be purged.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Death is a blessing. Let the blood of the wicked be shed as thou hast willed.
No. Good try. NT.
I shall not fail. As the tenants become, the other side awaits.
High momentum.
Hear you moving. No more.
The man's mutilated body is racked by wave after wave of convulsions. Even that was evil incarnate. Even the corruption that watches us day and night. Suddenly, a man raises his head and looks at you straight in the eye. You have banished the evil. You tried to warn me, but I was deaf. The ship, Kiava Gamma, it followed us from there. A glimmer of awareness and joy shines in the madman's eyes. I was part of the great force that drives the universe. I do not fear the cold of death. A wheezing breath escapes the man's chest, then his eyes closed. Gram plus 15 Medicaid. Empty shell of a demon Heejin. It was this creation, a horrifying mix of real space and the deranged powers of the Lord. Void heretic cargoes. Enter light piece.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Give me 1 second here. Got some messages. Second here. Discord has this weird thing with Fugi right now where, or at least with the very least with mine, where if I don't have it on the settings for the audio portion, it doesn't register. So my figure won't light up or move unless I'm looking at the settings for the input and output. fuel. Oh, some supplies. And we leveled up. Our provisions. Let's look at our colonies. That's it. Oh, that'll be good. I just got provisions. Yeah, you guys can have some. But mining equipment may be of interest to the pirates. It does not take a brilliant mind to turn a mining laser into a weapon. Well, I guess that's the only one I have left. Question. She completed in the picture. Oh, that's right. I don't know where that mission is. But it also looks like I might be missing some planets just the way this is set up, but maybe that's a different chapter. Ups, no upgrades. Better shields. Oh. Pusher. Oh, yeah, no. Okay. I've done all these. Yeah. Let's go back to Footfall. I think the mission is supposed to have procced by now. Because our mission was literally wait for Calcazar to call you, but it just hasn't triggered. No, the atrium. We can level everybody up while we're there. Get everybody to 41.
For the Emperor!
Alright. Fellowship for you, because you're my talker. Ah, that one. For you, it's ballistic skill. You, it's strength. You are working on your strength. Let's boost agility. Ballistic skill. You gonna boost your toughness. There we go.
Know your duty.
Oh, that's right, we did some stuff that got us some rep. You guys give 100 for fuel. Plus 10 dodge against ranged attacks. Grants the wearer plus 20% dodge against enemies with perception lower than. Oh, that sounds good for Cassia because her perception is crazy high. Let's see, they would need 26, 25 to get to the next one. I don't even know what her current armor does. Plus 14 dodge. She's at 129 dodge. That puts her at 135. Even better.
The Divine watches over us.
Still nothing? Alright. There must be some sort of trigger for it that I haven't found yet. So we'll just keep going.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
At least we were already in the neighborhood. Let's go on our ship and talk to our merchant to see if we can't boost with any of the other factions. do have a lot of Mechanicus creations. I just don't think I get very far with it. You need 415 in order to be able to get to the next one. Shoot. 91 to 105, another upgrade to that. Another upgrade to that. You guys just get everything, because I think you're like the only ones who even use this stuff. Not that it even got me a full level. Alright. That at least got us some stuff for the ship. $12 points of damage on the fore and starboard, 5 points on the fore and aft. We want to replace our prow weapon. Yeah. With Captain Raver on the line, the Ashfast are going crazy in their little chamber. They are reporting severe warp disturbances along our intended route. It looks like the mall is completely impassable. I've seen this before, yes, and if you ask me, going in there is not a good idea for us or any other void ship. I'll see to it, Lord Captain. Can't go there yet. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Ooh, we took some damage there. Permission to speak, Lord Captain. The Augur crew has registered activity in the orbit of Quaitza Timur, one of the world of the Winterscale dynasty. According to a report, the Emperor's Vow, a flagship of rogue trader Caligos, is positioned over the southern hemisphere. Lord Captain, this is it. Right here, so very close. The quiet whispers, they won't stop. They keep buzzing in my ears at my little doors somewhere on this world. Of course, Lord Captain, I dare not interrupt you any longer. After a brief hesitation, Vicious' voice comes through the hissing of static once more. Allow me to repeat, Lord Captain. The Emperor's Vow, the flagship of rogue trader Caligos, has been detected in the orbit. What are your orders? Hail them. It will be done. The Emperor's Vow sends its greeting to the glorious ruler of the Ivan Valancius dynasty. This is Hellbrute Df, his lordship Caligos Winterscale's Voxmaster, who has the honor of speaking on behalf of his lord today. The booming voice fills the air, startling a few officers on the bridge. However, you feel that Hellbrute Df's ostentatiously confident tone is meant to hide his concern. I do not wish to offend your lordship, but I am the most senior officer for the Emperor's Vow at the moment. As for the Lord Captain, clears his throat, looking for the right words. You see, the Lord Captain had yet another heated argument with the esteemed Incendia, and he had a very good reason for his displeasure. I dare not discuss his lordship's affairs, but I cannot divulge that we sent out to protect the dynasty's rightful defense from the invasion of profane Xenos. This is how we arrived at Quaitza Timur. There is no better hunting ground when you need to cool off your head, I believe the Lord Captain said. We easily crushed the pathetic mockery of a fleet that was laying siege to the unfortunate world. Of course, most of the Xenos fled, but we did reduce a few of their ships to chunk with the Void Beasts. An Eldari fleet. That means there are many more Krudak survivors than I dared hope. Lantak, I must go to this planet to find them, to try to save them. Your lip breathes out almost inaudibly and her shoulders relax. And I am grateful to you, Lantak. You see, your lordship, one of the Eldari ships crashed on Quaitza Timur, so the Lord Captain chose to descend to finish off the elusive prey, but he has not been able to find his way out of the local woods for over 30 days now, and this concerns me greatly. Anticipating the next question, your lordship, no. I am confident the Lord Captain is still alive. His body and spirit do not break easily. Besides, he is accompanied by Warden the Grey, who would sell his soul if that helped to keep the Lord Captain out of harm's way. Yeah, well, so would Abelard, and I ended up in Kamarok. May I assure you and protect his children. We must halt the frenzy of your stellar rival, Alantak, or else by Isha's tears his subjects will not escape retribution. Hurry up, Alantak, before there is nothing left to decide. A full hunting party consisting of 100 hand-picked enforcers and his lordship's personal retinue, naturally. A generous favor in return for a generous favor. Find Lord Captain on Quaitza Timur and bring him back to the Emperor's Vow. I swear by the Golden Throne that I will convince him to side with you in any conflict that occurs in the next 100 years. After all, I am allowed to make deals on the Lord Captain's behalf while he remains unavailable. You had to stay silent for an appropriately long period of time. In this case, Warden the Grey best return in a body bag. The data transfer decree has been signed. My crew will send you the landing coordinates. May the God Emperor look after you. The Voxmaster's thundering voice falls silent, and the machine spheres terminate the connection between the flagships of two great dynasties. So, We are bringing Yerlet, and we are also bringing Adira. So we are leaving behind Pascal. We're gonna have to do a bunch of level ups for Adira because she literally hasn't been a part of our party since I think Yerliet came in. Or actually Cassia, because I didn't want so many psychers to overburden the party. But she is a very different kind of psyker and very unleveled. Oh. Right. Boost agility some more. And I have no clue what else to do with you. Okay. That'll do. What does that do? Grants bonus to lore. Oh. That should probably go to Pascal so he always hits. It depends on what he has in that spot, but... Perhaps to do with their psi rating. Sorted by type. What we need is just a range. Alright. Use some grenades. And set up. Underscore shuttle awaits its owner's return in vain.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Old birds and rodents have ruined these fruits of the local vegetation. The shuttle disappeared in the wild vegetation of the island. Several hours passed before the rogue trader finally missed. He's been aimlessly wandering around in circles. Any attempts to get back on track by retracing his steps have failed. Vox communication cannot reach the ship. Now it's clear how Caligos could get lost on his own world.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Too hard for a simple monkey.
The irresistibly sweet aroma of fruit teases the rogue trader's olfactory senses, especially after so many hours spent in the stuffy humidity of the forest. But after locating the source of the aroma, he decides against tasting the appetizing fruit. Several mummified corpses lie under the fruit trees, their withered face a testament to their agony, their bodies covered in dark wounds resembling the bites of giant leeches. That sucks.
Let us walk this path to the end.
Harsh overgrowth has sprung up in seconds, blocking in the way back. The trail is gone. Go search shuttle crashed during landing. Neither pilot nor the scouting team survived.
The Divine watches over us.
The sound of rushing water comes from somewhere close by. After a few more steps, the forest part, revealing a stepped waterfall. The clear currents flow gracefully from one step to the next, carrying peculiar, colorful ribbons, which turned out to be living creatures that latch onto the porous surface of rocks with their flexible bodies, snapping at small fish with their eyeless, toothy heads. Oh, AGL, Colonane, and your teacher, the monkey will pay for your suffering. Suffering. The spirit stones are shadowed, Sertan, and she who thirsts has long finished her feast. We will destroy them. Every monkey who... Did you hear that? Ooh, Caligos is not making friends with the local wildlife that he shot down and forced to become the local wildlife. The soul destroyers are back. Cain, fill our hearts with fury.
Your words mean nothing to me, for I speak the language of the retribution.
We are called to battle.
Y'all don't want this smoke, but...
The Emperor commands.
Trust me. The shadows will... Trust me, my blade whispers your name. As honor.
I'll return this favor tenfold.
Rejoice in service. And so shall it be done.
A pitiful attempt.
Killing brings me no pleasure.
I really didn't want to have to do this.
Swift and silent. If it serves your cause, I understand your intent. I am not your Xenos pet, monkey. If it serves your cause. If I must.
Really. The amount of natural ones you have been rolling recently is just insane.
Military tactics. Isn't this a job for the serfs? Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
I will not join the ranks of the dead.
If I may. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Ancestors guide me.
Thank you.
I'll paint your death in colors.
I bring mercy and retribution. As the tenets, death is a blessing. I shall not killing. Brings me no pleasure. As honor orders. Trust me. As honor ordains. The shadows caught by the web.
Heal my wounds.
Nope.
As honor ordains.
High momentum.
As the tenant caught by the web. Let your soul
I'll return
be
this
purged.
favor tenfold.
Trust me. My blade whispers your
Heal
name.
my wounds.
Caught by the
Pitiful
web.
attempt.
Let your soul be purged. The shadows will see it done. Death is a blessing.
guided by your own misery.
Oh, one tapped him. Oh, her. Sorry, Adira.
As honor comes, the other side awaits. As the tenants demand. Let your soul be
Pay dearly
purged.
for your actions.
Killing brings me no pleasure.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Is that?
At your beck and call. One fewer target.
Know your duty.
As the Ardari have been hacked to pieces with extreme brutality. Wounds indicate was done with a power weapon. The soil under their bodies has turned a rusty brown.
Look no further.
You know who did it?
Let me help.
Thank you.
Adira, that was not a good first showing for you. Full honesty. Your first combat back
The
and you
sooner we
get
start-
absolutely domed.
Blessed is Von Valencia's bloodline.
The rich flora of the forest at times staggers the imagination among the trees covered in ivy and moss. The rogue trader notices a spiraling pattern of small white lumps on one of the tree trunks. Someone has cut the bark, caused the milky sap to flow down the damaged parts of the tree, harden from the heat, and turn into uneven rubbery cocoons. The Lord kept us indulging the spinners. Oh. I just start cutting people left and right because the Undying One gave them a sign. Oh, you haven't been part of the
Let the
group for a
faith
bit.
guide my path to glory.
I have learned much in my exile.
The whispers told me a secret.
By the
My
Holy Throne, I
success
hope
was
not.
inevitable.
The dynasty is enough of a mess as it is. Thanks, Abelard. The rogue trader has never seen an anthill such size before, but the most disturbing thing about it is a xenoskeleton tied to the anthill with bonds made from some unknown material. The Drukhari weapon stuck in the corpse is the only detail that could point to the perpetrator. Being eaten by ants is a horrific torture that makes the blade in the back seem like an act of mercy. A most uncharacteristic gesture for this race.
We are bound by the
sense
blood of
something nearby.
martyrs.
A trivial
The Emperor
task.
gave me a vision.
Oh, Alt B to report bugs. Don't sheath your axe yet, my lord. More game rear their heads, eager to lose them. The mountain of muzzle next to the laughing rogue trader menacing rolls its shoulders. You recognize the hulking man as Wharton the Grey. Arch-militant to Caligos Winterscale, who accompanies Master to your Magnae Asessia. Caligos briskly turns on his heel. The blade of his power axe shines threatening in the sun, covering it in fresh blood. Upon seeing you, he breaks into a bloodthirsty grin. You repeat yourself, Xenoscum. Do you really believe that I will fall for your trick twice? O Starborn, graciously allow the priest to speak. The one before you is not... Silence. Caligos barks at the old man, his eyes blinded by blood and rage. I did not feed you to the forest beast for one reason only. You may still be abused. If you don't want to die with these Xenos, shut your mouth. Lord Caligos must have lost his mind. Well, else will you mistake the Lord Captain for an enemy of humanity? Abel lays the hand on his weapon out apprehensively. But of course, and I am the God Emperor of mankind. As Cos bares his teeth, the old man quickly starts whispering something into a strange seashell like adornment he wears. Brown sparks flash in Caligos' hair, and a cloud of steam suddenly bursts from your mouth. Loathsome old twig, Caligos angrily shakes his head, trying to throw out the Salkir spell. When your gaze meets again, recognition dawns on his face. Is that you, New Blood? Fancy meeting you here. What in the world are you doing on my world? And you're somewhat late, Ignatius. As you can see, the hunt has already begun, and this time it's not even my doing. The prairie came to fill my hunting ground by itself, so how could I resist? Caligos laughs without a shred of restraint. You know, your lordship, Von Valantius, why don't you join in the revelry? I'm not greedy. The world has enough trophies for both of us. On your first meeting on Dargonis, Caligos appeared before you much more favorable light. Brilliant, collected, steadfast. Now his hair is tangled, blood and dirt over both his face and hands, and his armor has been tarnished by the humidity of Quates of Tamer's forest. Instead of a dazzling smile, the rogue traitor is darkened by a sinister grimace. The thin old man looks on with trusting violet eyes, and you notice silvery sparks glimmering within. His body shimmers from the slightest gust of wind, yet you can still sense the power contained in his elderly frame. He nods with a meek smile. A panicked Beinhardt trill escapes from under the tech priest's hood when one of her mechadendrite goes lit, sparking in multiple places at once. The servant on the omnicide gently picks it up and warily wields her combine tool until the manipulator starts moving again. The tall navigator, in ragged clothes of silk and silver, proudly wears the coat of arms of House Cassini. Half of his face is ruined with a fresh scar left by acid. Ignatius, the navigator nods politely, though he tries to hide it. His voice is filled with pain and suffering. Hiss. The slith mercenary looks around viciously, frantically clutching their weapon. Their body is peppered with wounds, both old and new, some rotting and some almost healed. Their yellow eyes, pupil narrows when you lock eyes, but the Xenos quickly loses interest. Warren the Grey has not changed much since your last meeting, still the same brute of a man with bloodshot eyes and a dull expression on his face. However, unlike Caligos' other servants, the Archmilitant does not look exhausted, and neither does Caligos. Both are filled with rage and thirst for battle, as if the hunt has only just begun. Retreat when the enemy's bones already crunch underfoot? Alien blood must flood the lands of Quates of Timor. Only then will the Xenos have paid for their insolence. Quiet, Warren. This hunt has dragged on for quite some time. The ever-twisting past, the paltry game, the dulling of it all is suffocating. The rage of Caligos' fame just changes to dejection. I may accept your proposal, Ignatius, but only when I am certain of the destruction of the remaining enemies. Of course, that's assuming we find them in this accursed forest. Annoyance and malice drip from Winterscale's every word. Lily gives you an intent look and curtly nods, her shoulders relaxing slightly. Really, and I should like the tenderest sea serpent steak and a bottle of Calilixia and Emisec. What misery. For 10 moons already I've been forced to subsist on grass, roots, and insect larvae. Save your questions for later, Ignatius. I'm not talkative when hungry. Let's find a way to the old man's village, and then I will give you your audience. The forest home of this priest and his people has always been full of wisdom and life. But the fire rain called by the outsiders from the darkness, one great moon and one small moon ago, angered the forest spirits. The priest must find his way home to the heart of Quates of Timor and to perform the soothing ritual alongside his tribe. Until he does, the spirits will suffer and twist the trails. Until he does, the Starborn will not be able to return to the stars. Well, then what are you waiting for, New Blood? I wanted these forests for 30 nights and not find the way to the old Twigs village. We'll see if you bring us better luck. Move out. Alright. That is where we are going to end for today. We're going to go ahead and call it there. Let me take a look here. It still says we have a few of you guys hanging out in here. I do appreciate that. You're also going to be, since you're my first raid, you're going to be one of the first people I use to raid. So give me 1 second while I try to figure this out. Let's see. Okay, channel.
My head fruit was, so... Well, I guess excluding, like, a banana. Neocorda is an amazing name. Yes, it is.
Alright, we're gonna try some named Mystical Magnus. Who's also playing some Rogue Trader. We're gonna pass the raid along to other people.
Like, also, fruit is weird. I like bananas. And actually, I barely kind of like bananas. You still kind of have to choke them down, but still, bananas. I've never had actual no watermelon. I kind of want to try it. DaFlibMan! Grapes? I tried grapes. Wasn't a fan. Mostly because the skin. Lightsy? What the fuck is a Lightsy? Hello, DaFlibMan. Me.